We came on air, this New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The longtime Panther Graham Goodell has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. They have no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. There's Garoppolo to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Lance. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. On 4th down, Jones. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Lance a handoff here to Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Lance now on 1st down. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 35.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And Sermon is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Here we go.
Throwing Jones. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw on 2nd and 10, Jones. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And that will be incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And now it's 2nd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Mostert, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second down, here's Mostert again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Throwing now is Lance. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now left side on the swing pass. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Back to the running game with Mostert. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. From the gun, it's Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
Eluding the pressure right, and he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Jones now on 1st and 10. Open target here, Darius Slayton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. The Lance going to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Come on, man. Hold me this whole game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
I should have been a pig. Another one. Like Khaled, and another one. Come on, dog.
A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw. Jones.
Yeah, let's go. Good D. I stayed with that man at the backfield. Yes, sir.
Sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat
Better
now
punt
from the
it.
pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they get it
come on,
1st and 10.
bro.
A little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down.
Come on, all you had to do is pick up that block.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Damn,
We knew
dog.
both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Let's go.
Finally at the 7.
Let's go, user.
That sets up a 1st and goal.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Ah, come on, man.
Here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Lance.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, nigga.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen.
I don't know,
I
bro.
like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
there you go.
Shit, I don't know, man.
In concert.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now,
Out of bounds.
game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
Oh.
Yeah, this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Jones on first down. He dumps it off to Barkley.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
From the gun, Jones finds his tight end.
Damn, man. Come on. I seen him underneath. That's all you want to throw it to, dog.
Just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They go play action here on first down.
Yeah.
And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
Oh, that's a pig.
On the deep ball.
Damn.
He's looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man open. It's Ross.
Damn.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, man.
10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Yeah.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Jones.
Yeah.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Javon Kinlaw busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception.
Let's go. I'm me.
And the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Lance. That'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Working from the gun, Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's caught inside.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10.
Let's go.
What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
It's over for you, Guru. I wasn't even paying attention.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Mostert. And this time he is in.
Let's go.
Mostert taking it from 2 yards out. And the 49ers add on to their lead. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because, to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jones. He finds
he called it.
That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Here's Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
They defeated, bro.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said.
Yes, sir.
Hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just